Welcome back to From a Teacher's Diary. Let's take a look at some characteristics of a good early childhood teacher. First one that we look at is patience. Patience is very critical inside the early childhood classroom. Children are curious. They are eager. They want to touch. They want to feel. They want to pull apart. They want to put back together. They want to manipulate. They want to explore. The opportunity should be given to them to do so. Say, for instance, you have prepared a teaching aid for a particular activity, but this very curious child went ahead of the activity to interact with that teaching aid that you have prepared. And while interacting with the teaching aid, this child either tears, breaks, or defaces this material that you have prepared. Please do not become upset. It is through the inquisitive mind and the exploration that these children learn. You should be prepared to repair, and repair all over again. Also, say you have a child that completes a writing activity at a slower pace than the other students inside the classroom. And this child runs to the whiteboard, touches the first letter, runs back to his or her seat and write that letter. Runs again to the whiteboard, touches the second letter, and so forth. You know that this child is going to take a longer time to complete this activity. Please do not stop this child halfway through the activity because others have already completed the activity and is ready to move on. Rather, you should make accommodation for this child by preparing the necessary tools and materials that this child needs to continue with his or her activity while the others move on to another activity. If this child takes the entire day to just do one activity and it is well done, praise this child's effort and encourage him or her so that further on he'll be able or she will be able to do a much better job and move at a faster pace. Let's look at passion. Passion for teaching is very important. You can either have an innate passion for teaching or an acquired passion for teaching. Either of the two is still applicable inside the classroom. However, a person that has an innate passion for teaching has a natural desire to guide and to impart information and knowledge to someone. All is not lost for you if you have acquired the passion, because as long as you have passion, the end result will be beautiful. Love for children. As I said in my first video, if you do not love children, it makes no sense to enter into an early childhood profession. As young children, they thrive on love and compassion. And listen, it is through the love and warmth that you bring to the classroom that children begin to trust you, that children feel comfortable around you and are able to be themselves and to do the work that you would have expected them to do and do well. Now, some of these children, they are coming from broken homes. They're coming from a place where they're abused. They're coming from a place where they are frustrated. They're coming from a place where they're not accepted. And listen, they are depending on us teachers, to give them that love that they need, to show them the compassion that they lack, and to be their mother away from home. If you do not have a genuine love for children, then the children may resent you. You might not be able to discipline them the way that they should be disciplined, because children should be disciplined with love. If the child does not see or feel that genuine love from you as a teacher, then when you discipline that child, they may resent you or feel like you're picking on them. So, love for children is absolutely important. Creativity. Every early childhood teacher should possess a level of creativity in your art and craft activities, your storytelling. Say, for instance, you are telling the children the story of the three little pigs. Use intonation, adapt character voices. The pig's voice cannot be the same as the big bad wolf, because the big bad wolf is a bully. So the big bad wolf should sound something like this: little pig, let me come in. And you know the little pig is, by the hair on my chinny chin chin, and so forth and so on. So that the characters of the story will come alive in the children's mind, and they will be drawn to the activity and be better able to interact and focus when you're having the story discussion after the story. Also, when making your teaching aids, a level of creativity is also important, as children need to be drawn to these activities. They should be print rich, they should be manipulative, they should be able to guide the students through the learning process of whatever it is that you're trying to teach them. Pay attention to details when you're doing these learning materials. Organization. A good early childhood teacher should be organized. The classroom space should be organized. The teacher should be organized. She should be she should plan ahead of her class, ahead of her day. She should you should prepare a timetable, and also ensure that you follow this timetable every single day, so that the children will become aware of what happens next, of each activity that they will be participating throughout the course of the day. That circle time, after circle time, then we'll have guided learning, and then we'll have our lunch, and they will also be aware of what time it is for their lunch, for their break, for playtime, or whatever activity it is throughout the day, even though they do not have the proper concept of time. Organization also helps the classroom to run smoothly and makes life easier for both teacher and students. Let's take a look at communication. A good early childhood teacher should be able to communicate effectively. It is all good and well if you're able to communicate with a person of your own age group. But when it comes to young children, how good are you at communicating with them? First thing that you should be aware of is that you should have proper listening skills. Children have a lot to say, some of them, and it is your duty as their teacher to listen and to make sense of what they are saying to you. Do not shut them up. Do not tell them that they talk too much. Sometimes It is our responses to these children that cause them to shut down. If they have something to say and if they think that it is worthy of sharing, just take the time out to listen to them. By listening to these children, you are better able to understand how they think, how they feel, how they deal with different challenges, how they deal with problems, how they solve the issues that they're having with their classmates, how they solve the issues that they're having in general. And then you will be better able to articulate or to impart what you want to say to them in a way that they will be able to understand what you're saying. Dedication. A teacher that is dedicated does not only have passion for their job or love to teach, but they go beyond the norm so that they'll be able to impact the lives of children in a positive manner. They also um, put time and effort into loving and nurturing these young minds. It is through this dedication that you will reach the end result of success. Your teaching career will be very impactful and successful as long as you're dedicated to the cause of teaching.